Matt Druce here from Unmuzzled TV for Sunshine Coast Unmuzzled. Today in the background here we've got the Stop Twin Waters West community rally today. In a moment we're going to have a couple of the key speakers just letting us know their views on why this project shouldn't go ahead, and then we'll have a wrap up by one of the organisers on what you can do if you support this initiative to get behind them. So yeah, we'll lead into that in a second.
So I'm Beth Brunton. I'm a PhD student at the University of the Sunshine Coast, and I've been researching the impacts of urbanisation on kangaroos in southeast Queensland. So I came to the meeting today to share some of the results of my research. What our research has shown is that around 40% of the populations of kangaroos on the Sunshine Coast have declined since 2000. The kangaroos on the Twin Waters development, the proposed development site at Twin Waters West, represent one of the largest remaining mobs on the coastal strip on the Sunshine Coast.
Okay.
And I would support the retention of at least part of this land as habitat, not only for the kangaroos but for all the other wildlife.
Okay. So essentially, just kind of wrapping up what you said earlier in the talk, you don't advocate for moving the entire mob or the population elsewhere. That's not good for them.
Look, there's mixed translocation of kangaroos has mixed results. It's really not ideal.
Okay.
My key point is that at some point we need to consider stopping expecting our wildlife to move somewhere else and to pick them up and move them somewhere else, and to say we want our kangaroos and our wildlife here where we live.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for your time, and thanks for coming in and supporting these guys today. I'm sure they appreciate it. Thank you. So we're just here now with Rebel from EDO Queensland. Tell us quickly a bit about EDO Queensland.
Yeah, sure. So EDO Queensland is a community legal centre.
Yep.
We specialise in environment and planning law. We're a bunch of lawyers, and we are passionate about trying to protect the environment and community rights to be involved in decisions that affect their environment and communities. So we offer the community free advice, legal advice on any issue that's going to be of public interest in environmental protection. Awesome.
So look, we were just speaking about off camera. Obviously, initiatives like this where people are passionate and they want to enact change. Too often, I think initiatives like this, people get off, on the ground, start moving forward, an opportunity for people to get involved. People are too busy, they're or too apathetic, and then the thing goes ahead, and all of a sudden everyone's outraged. Now, you would see that a lot in what you guys do.
Yeah, sadly we do see it a lot. I mean, there are specific stages under most pieces of legislation which provide opportunities for community involvement, and it's really important to be in the process from the beginning, that you hear about something, get involved and contact us so we can help you understand what's going on and when you might be able to actually provide your input into the process. Because as you say, once it's gone past that process of the stages the community is allowed to be involved, essentially it's provided for in the legislation, they'll just keep steamrolling ahead, and all of the rallies you can sometimes won't be enough to stop it at that stage.
So look, it has been spoken about today, and I'm sure you'll hear about it in the wrap up with the organisers. But there's 3 days for this group to kind of have their petition put forward, from what I understand. And at the end of the day, that comes back to what we've just talked about. It's about community participation. Don't hear in the news, don't have this come across your Facebook feed or in your email box in a month's time and go, that shouldn't have happened. Get on board now if you're passionate about this. Support what this group is doing. Thank you very much for your time. And have a great afternoon.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Yes, my name's Tony Gibson. I'm the Greens candidate for Maroochydore, and I'm really passionate about our environment and also about our community. And this example of poor community consultation, not dealing with what the community is looking for. I've been involved with a number of issues on the coast, like Boccarina Beach development, where Stockland was actually building a large development right on the ocean side there. And we had the same problem there with Stockland. Unfortunately, they weren't willing to compromise, and we had nesting turtles on that beach. So it was a significant issue for the community that they wanted the environmental issues to be considered. Here we've got the Twin Waters West. It's the floodplain of the Maroochy River. Flooding is a key issue.
That's the biggest issue, yeah.
Yeah, it's a key issue. And the biodiversity. And why our health and well-being is so great, our livability of the Sunshine Coast is so important to us, is because we have a wonderful natural environment. So it's that balance of development and community and the environment, and we need to get that balance happening. And Twin Waters is an example where the planning scheme already identifies this as an area which is very constrained because we've got the Maroochy River Conservation Park.
Yes.
So we've got native wildlife, a mob of kangaroo living there, lots of other really important flora and fauna. So we really do need to take that into account if we're really serious about the Sunshine Coast going on. Now, my vision for the Sunshine Coast and for Queensland is it's about nature and community being connected and sustained.
In harmony, in a balance.
In balance, in a harmony.
Yeah.
And that's our Greens policy. That's one of the things that the planning scheme, the sustainability of planning is one of the key things that the Greens will be fighting the next state election on. So I'm very happy to be part of the Greens team to be working on that.
Awesome. Look, thanks for your time, and I know everyone here appreciates all the support. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
So we're just here with Catherine. Catherine's one of the organisers of this event today. Catherine, just tell the Sunshine Coast now, what can they do to support you guys from here?
Well, look what the community's done today. I mean, this is a testament to how community can come together and how people need people. And I'd like to personally thank the volunteers and the guest speakers today, because it's so important to have a non-biased platform for people to get informed, because often we find in science and in academia that you can't get information.
Yes.
And so this is why we love Wikipedia as well. But we're so thrilled to have so many people come along today and supporting the community and being part of the community and being involved in civic duty, because that's what is the most important thing. We're so busy in our daily lives with our families and our own jobs, and that's the lesson to be learned, especially in a region where you have a council that's so pro-development.
Yeah.
So, if you value green space and you value wildlife, which most of us do, and our children are taught about biodiversity in schools and it's linked to climate change, but all they see is habitat destruction. You can see here in this school hall that all these paperbarks that Professor Rob Lamont was just talking about, just gone.
Yeah.
We need to find a balance, and we need the community to be listened to. And we know that, the South East Queensland Regional Plan, the state planning policy, and the Sunshine Coast planning scheme was heavily consulted on. And we know what people of the region want, but people of the region need to keep fighting for that. And what do they say? The price of freedom is eternal vigilance.
Yeah, very true.
That's what they
Very
say.
true.
So we just got to keep going. We've got 3 more days to get this petition tabled in Parliament. Keep writing letters. We've still got O'Prey, Councillor O'Prey and Councillor Dixon, whose portfolio is planning. We still think they're worthwhile lobbying.
Okay.
They're still receiving letters, they're still reading letters, they're still responding to letters.
Okay.
So that goes
So
to
essentially, so if for people to get behind you in these last few crucial days, jump on the link that's going to be put below.
Yes.
To complete the petition.
Complete the petition,
write a
share the
letter-
petition.
And that's a great one. And write a letter to Councillor O'Prey and to Councillor Dixon.
And also to Jackie Trad, because we've been lobbying at the state level as well, which
Yep.
is really important to have mail going through her inbox.
Yeah.
Because the state has to sign off on this, and the state interest check. If the council go to vote and approve this, it has to be approved by the state. So that's why we're lobbying on both levels, and that's civic duty, and that's what we've got to do, and we've got to teach our kids to do the same.
Absolutely. Look, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Beautiful. So again, look, if this initiative is something that you find important, take a look in the links below. Support these guys in what they're doing. Time's running out. Cheers, Matt from Sunshine Coast Unmuzzled.